you guys are somewhat known for eating and doing gross, awful, miserable things on your show.
Right.
What is the grossest, miserable, most regretful thing, most suffering you've endured during that process?
The most suffering is the hot peppers, without a doubt. And
You guys take those like champs.
and most recently, the one that we ate for the we were challenged by
Binging with
Babish.
Right. Did he do it? He challenged you.
He ate a hot pepper of some kind. So then we ate a Trinidad Scorpion, which is actually not as hot as the Carolina Reaper we had eaten before. But something happened, man. It's something
You broke.
Yeah. I could. Whenever we eat stuff, we're also thinking of how can we be entertaining? You know, it's like so
Right.
you eat the hot pepper and it's like I'm dying, but I have to make this funny.
Yeah.
If you watch that video,
You just give up.
yeah,
But that's almost the most entertaining.
He curled up on the couch.
I had nothing. I had no jokes.
No.
I had nothing.
That's awful. How did you handle it?
He handled it great.
What was the
Comedically,
recovery
I
like?
felt pretty good. I was
You were in the
I was
zone?
hurting pretty bad, but I could tell that something bloomed in his stomach. Like each pepper's different, and you don't know what you're going to get.
That's
and you
very
don't know
true.
what's already in there in your stomach. And I knew he would never. I mean, so it was live. I mean, there's no cutting in the middle of this thing. So.
Wait, you guys did it live?
Well, I mean, once we started, we said, all right, for 10 minutes, we're not going to eat or drink anything.
Right, yeah.
We had different stipulations for the
Okay.
Carolina Reaper. For 10 minutes, we didn't eat or drink anything. We just sat there and took it. That's what we decided.
That was how you wanted the show format to be.
Right.
So I knew when he went, I looked back there and he was in the fetal position on the couch.
How
just
long?
In the back
That
of
was
the set.
after the 10 minutes.
No.
That was during the
That
10
was-
minutes.
You didn't make it.
And then we went through Good Mythical More, so that's another 10,
Another 10 minutes, and I
another 10
stayed
minutes.
in the same position.
So I would, yeah, it might have hit you in Good Mythical More. I can't. I know all through Good Mythical More, I was just up there talking, and
Yeah.
because we were.
I was just drooling. I was aching and
Well, we
drooling.
turned it into. I mean, you talk about self promotion. We turned it into. It was the release of Buddy System Season 2, the trailer. So we were going to show that in Good Mythical More as we recovered. We didn't know how bad it was going to be, and so we thought we'd get more clickage.
Did
Again,
it work?
playing that game.
I don't think so.
Oh, no.
No, I don't know.
It, somewhat, but it wasn't nearly as entertaining
But
as
the
when we
fact
ate the
that he
Carolina
was-
Reaper.
Yeah, people didn't care as much, and the second time around.
What's
But that was the most. I mean, so we did it twice. We're not doing it again. I mean, we were on the.
You're done.
We both vomited it up later.
We
that
were on the
night, by
phone
way.
that night at home. A couple hours later, and Rhett, I was like, man, I just feel. I mean, I was in. Well,
Almost like
Okay.
a bad trip.
I'll take you through it. So you started to feel better like 15 minutes after Good Mythical More was done shooting. You got up, you had eaten a bunch of bananas, and then you ate more bananas. That's a good way to kind of line your stomach if you're going to do this type of thing. And then you started to feel better, but I went back into our dressing room area, and I laid down on the floor, and if I changed position at all, I could feel my stomach contents
Oh my God.
move just enough to expose a different part of my stomach to the pepper.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
I just imagine, I had a visual image of
Right.
I had a map of the inside of my stomach, and if I moved a little bit, I could tell something new was burning. And so
That's
I
crazy.
sat there eating ice cream, trying to be motionless for the next 20 minutes.
Jeez.
And then
Wow.
I finally was able to get up, and I went into our office, and we had a meeting, and you were sitting in there, and you were still in a decent amount of pain. I was in a decent amount of pain. Fast forward a couple hours, we go home. I text Rhett, and he's like, I'm like, how do you feel? Because I feel absolutely horrible. It just comes in waves. Like your stomach will churn, it'll just turn over, and all of a sudden it's just like if a fire's almost out and then somebody stokes it. And he said, I threw up, I feel better. I was like, I got to do it. So I went upstairs and tried to make myself throw up. Couldn't
Did
do
it burn coming out?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And you couldn't puke?
I went back downstairs. What's he doing out there? I thought he might have been laughing at us.
It is.
He is. Yeah. Yeah. We have a peanuts gallery.
Because it's through the wall.
He's
I
talking
hear him
about Dan,
laughing.
by the way.
Dan's laughing out
can't-
there.
yeah.
But it's not tied to anything we say that's
Yes,
funny.
it is. That's why
It
I'm laughing right
is.
now.
I think there was something you said. You're so much funnier than you know. Isn't that a
Right,
beautiful
yeah.
quality?
You're unintentionally
funny
funny.
and
I'm like-
you're just.
I'm like, why is he watching something else? We're doing this in here, Dan.
You said something that made
Like
me
I
It's
literally
you.
thought that. I'm like,
I
You're
exhaled through my
funny.
nose.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said something about.
why is he watching something else? Why are we doing
That's
this?
so funny.
Anyway, were you able to puke?
It took. I went back downstairs, gave up, and then I was like, I have to do this. Went back upstairs. If you can't make yourself throw up, but you have to, ooh,
It's not a
that
good
is
position
bad.
to be in.
It's because it's everything in me knew how bad it was going to be.
Oh,
Man.
And it was horrible
oh
coming
my
back out.
God.
Yeah,
I mean,
worse than going down.
Because now it's going through your nose
Yeah, it gets into
some
the
too,
nose.
and it's so bad. Don't do it.
We're not
I mean,
doing
we
it
did
again.
It sounds way worse
you
than
guys-
I
We
ever
only did it
imagined.
again for charity. It was like
yeah,
an Alzheimer's.
we're done. We're done with hot
um,
peppers.
Wow.
Because you
research charity, but
I saw you guys do the ghost pepper one, and you really was that the one where you're like, okay, I'm in my Zen mode, I'm fine.
Yeah, yeah.
that was the Carolina Reaper.
Was that real?
Yeah, I mean, having the,
The
camera
Carolina
on,
Reaper.
having the
Yeah.
camera on,
The hottest pepper in the
you,
world
You come
at
up
the
with
time.
things that you're going to do, but like hitting myself, like self-flagellation, that was legitimately
Coping
helpful.
mechanism.
Yeah.
But after the camera was turned off that time, when you guys were like, hey, we're all good, this is the show, and we're fine. Was it?
I was
Death?
fine. Link
You were
wasn't.
fine.
I
Thir-
was not.
11 hours later, he was in the fetal position on the couch in our
Oh
office.
my
Yeah,
God.
'cause
Was-
we worked late that night, and we had to
Wow.
shoot another video. And
You guys are.
I was
now you
laying
have
on the
this-
floor.
You have this huge
Same
crew.
thing.
It's got to be hard to be like, you know what? I'm gonna clock out early.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why we had to keep doing stuff.
The other
day,
gross
yeah.
stuff we eat is, I mean, it all runs together at this point. I mean,
It's just a whole
yeah.
nightmare.
Yeah. They keep finding new things though. We had lamb tongue this morning.
Wow.
People, that's the thing. Like when we did the spin the bottle gag, and by the way, everybody, there's videos on GMM, Good Mythical Morning, to go please watch. When
Great
you
support from your audience, by the way.
get, yeah.
Cool.
What
Oh,
do you call 'em?
great.
Page
We call them the
three.
Fupa Troopers.
We have all kinds of
We don't have a
names.
name.
Ela Kleiners.
Ela Kleiners, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
good.
direct reaction to Jake,
Jake
Paul
Paul.
because we made a little laugh because he calls his fans the
Jake
Jake
Paulers.
Paulers.
Right.
And I'm like, you can't just put an ER at the end of your name.
But he did.
He did it, and so we're Ela Kleiners. Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about?
Pimp Nation.
What up, Pimp Nation?
Watch you on our channel. That's all you were
Watch,
saying.
yeah, watch us.
Oh, about the gross food. You got all the gross.
You got the gross food, but I was thinking like somebody somewhere because it was like pork liver or shit or something tongue. Somebody somewhere
yeah.
eats that and enjoys it.
Everything that we eat, including
Yeah, but they don't prepare it the way that
No.
Including
our
the
crew
the
prepares.
fly
No.
They don't
stuff.
smear it on a mannequin's face.
The,
No.
the insect stuff is
And they
kinda
know
just,
the fact that you
uh,
don't know what it is when you go in for the bite
It's so.
Yeah.
makes it worse. You could be ground beef, and I would be like,
Yeah.
We've eaten a lot of great stuff blindfolded, and it makes everything worse. You'd think
Right.
you think it would heighten the sense of taste in a way that
You're
would
just
help
caught-
you
you're-
enjoy it.
"You're guarded."
But for us, we just don't.
Yeah.
You're thinking
cerebrally,
of
we're
the
not set up
worst.
correctly.
I want to ask more
Yeah.
about the hot peppers though, because you guys have done something that not many people have done. Not many people have gone that far. You said it stings puking. Tell me, I want all the details, boy. I'm curious. You puked. It burned your throat. You go to the bathroom afterwards. Like, how long after are you dealing with the burn?
Well,
You're talking about butthole burn?
Yes. you
Yeah.
talked about
well, so that one,
all the holes.
that one, because I puked it up, I didn't have
No
the
afterburn.
exit. Yeah, but the ghost pepper and the Carolina Reaper, you know, I don't know. You learn like how long it takes food to go through your body.
It's
Yeah,
like a
how
real
long?
scientific experiment.
I
Is
think it's
it
like 12
same-
hours or something.
Same day.
No, it was the next day.
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
and, you know, and then we learned that again because we did.
Yeah.
We were in New York last year, and
The Hot Ones channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big fan.
Hot
So
Ones
we-
wasn't in season, but we were. The
Oh, yeah,
first
I
we
saw it.
feast
You
is
guys
name
did
of
the
channel.
spicy Thai food.
the hottest
Loved it.
curry.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. We've
And
seen
and
that.
when we they were like, we want you guys to eat the hottest curry in the world, and we had to do Fallon the next day.
Oh.
And so I was like, listen, I don't want to ruin, because I'm already going to be nervous about being on Fallon, and,
Yeah.
and it already makes me have diarrhea anyway. It's
Right.
just like, I don't want to have something added to that. And so, and then we got there, and the whole point of the game was, like, first of all, the guy making the curry, the hottest curry in the world, had a gas mask on.
That's encouraging.
Yeah.
And he wasn't being filmed.
No, it wasn't like for
It
the
wasn't for
camera.
show.
The guy wears a gas mask when he makes
Did
it.
they
every
film
time.
him though? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
They
I
should have
just saw
cut
it.
to that. They really should have cut
I think
to
they
that.
did cut to it.
Okay,
But
good.
so you had to have a bite of this stuff. First, at first, the creative pitch number one was we were just going to sit down and eat the whole thing. And then we were like, well, no, we can't do that. So let's play a game where if we get something wrong, we eat a bite of this stuff. That's the only way we can manage it.
Right.
And I missed 2 questions out of 10, I think. I had to take 2 bites. You had to take 4?
Yeah.
Then
All I
you
know
really
is
send that, there's a lot of melancholy. in your voice.
2 bites. I still had like, our wives were with us that trip, and we were out in a restaurant, and in the middle of
Let's say 5 hours later. I don't think it was 12. It was.
it may have been the next day. I don't know. We were at a restaurant, and in the middle of just sitting in this nice meal, I was like,
Well, he was gone.
I gotta go.
And I also had to go pee. So then I went to the bathroom. When I came back, Rhett was still gone. And I was like, "What's Rhett?" And then like, the waiter takes away the plates that we had eaten off of, and we were like ordering desserts. Like, Rhett's still not back.
Oh no.
And then finally, like the dessert shows up, and then all of a sudden I just see Rhett just like a slow death walk.
Oh no.
It's just like coming back to the table with this like
Yeah.
pale face.
Oh,
He
man.
sits down at the table and he leans over to me and he's like, "You're not gonna have a good night," because it hadn't hit me yet. I
Did
was
he
like,
predict correctly?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like putting a Roman candle up your rectum, but it's not firing out. It's
You know the
firing
feeling.
in.
I mean, I of the Roman candle.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know the feeling.
Valentine's Day was yesterday, so I got to do some weird shit on that day. Yeah. Have you guys?
You know, it
ever,
makes that noise.
Yeah. Yeah. All too familiar. Trigger warning.